Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the movie The White Tiger, which stars Adarsh Gaurav, Rajkumar Rao, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and is directed by Ramin Behrani. The movie is about a man who comes from a village, becomes a driver to a rich man's son, and then fights to break free from poverty and servitude. There are quite a few themes in the movie, so let's go through them quickly one by one. Firstly, there's the most popular dialogues in the movie, where Balram reminds us that there used to be thousands of castes and class in India, but now there are only two: men who live in darkness and those who live in the light. And also people with large bellies and small bellies, and they have only two destinies: eat or get eaten up. And this is one of the main themes of The White Tiger, and it provides a great contrast. The whole point of the story is Balram's struggle to move from living in darkness to the light, and this theme is also very important to understand the way Balram works and the way he thinks and the kind of attitude and mental place that he comes from. And obviously these dialogues are genius, which I'm assuming are from the books. There are also small physical things in the movie that show this contrast. The way he wants to change himself, the way he dresses, the way he smells, he starts brushing his teeth to make them look whiter. The second theme is caste and class, and it really shows how ingrained it is in society, and not just by people who are doing the discrimination, but also people who are being discriminated upon or on. And the movie does this in a very realistic, natural sort of way. It's not even at the forefront of the movie, it's so naturally part of the story. The third thing the movie is able to do is very interesting. Obviously it talks about these two types of people, right? The people who are being discriminated upon and the people who are discriminating, but it also talks about this third category of people who think that they are not discriminating, or they are some part of a change, or they even think that they are in power to cause some change. Like Ashok and Pinky Madam, there are a lot of times where they have these dialogues where they're trying to indicate that it doesn't matter to them where he comes from or what he does. Ashok constantly tells him to not call him sir or master, but there are also many times when they're incredibly rude to him. And there's a scene where Pinky Madam asks Balram, why are you just happy with being a servant? Why don't you start a family? Why don't you get educated? And that scene really shows this third category, because she's not able to understand or comprehend the level of poverty or servitude, or the mindset that he comes from at all, which is shown to us in contrast in other scenes where Balram is in the village, or the scenes where we get a look into his mind. And I think that's really highlighted whenever Pinky Madam or Ashok say that, you're like our family, you're like our friend. He really doesn't get it, and it really annoys him, because that's not real at all. That's completely false and fake. And it's brought back again in the end when he says, most importantly, my employees are my employees. I never call them family. And then there is humor. He himself is a funny, witty, charming guy whenever the story needs him to be. But there are also scenes where he points at random trees and places, telling Ashok and Pinky that these are holy places. And I think it's also funny because it's a commentary on people who come from a privileged background. A big theme in the movie is breaking free from the coop. Servitude is so inbred into him. He's okay with everything, every treatment that he gets, every time people are rude to him, he's okay with it all. He bears it all until he knows that he's going to get replaced. That's where his rage really starts. And the White Tiger is obviously very symbolic of him, because the narration keeps reminding you that the White Tiger comes once in 1,000 years. He's that rarest of species. And again, like the narration reminds us, that person who's stuck as a servant is also the same. The parallel that they draw with chickens who are in a coop, that is that they can smell the blood, that they know that they're gonna kill, yet they don't fight. But here's a guy who's a white tiger, comes once in 1,000 years, who is wanting to break free and is going to break free. The ending scene is also very interesting, with this shot of all of these drivers standing in front, kind of almost saying like, okay, this guy, he's broken free and he's moved up from this, but there are all of these people who are still stuck in it. Next, I want to talk about the cinematography. I think it was brilliant. There was something to look at in every single frame, and there's this one particular shot that they took where Ashok and Balram are in a roadside restaurant, dhaba sort of a place, where they're eating, and there's an over-the-shoulder shot that moves from one over-the-shoulder to the other shoulder. And I'm sure it's been done in other movies, but that was the first time I had seen it. Now let's move on to the acting. Balram, played by Adarsh Gaurav, he was just too good. He was definitely the star of the movie. He really was able to become the character. He was really able to become Balram. And also very importantly, he stood on his own in front of stars like Rajkumar Rao and Priyanka Chopra. Vijay Maurya, who played the mongoose, Ashok's brother, I think he did a great job as well. This was a bigger part than Gully Boy, and I think he did great in it. moment, he again was able to become the person that the situation required. And I think Rajkumar Rao and Priyanka Chopra Jonas did well in their own spaces as well. Now let's move on to the direction. I think it was really swift and clear, and I think the narration helped a lot because these were a lot of complex ideas that we were moving in and out of, and the narration and the words, which I'm assuming are from the book, helped a lot to comprehend everything that was being talked about. I was really invested in the story and the film. Like, I wasn't even thinking about how is this movie gonna end, what's gonna happen next. I was really just moving from frame to frame, and that's what kept it going. After the movie, I was thinking a lot of like, why did that person say that? What did that dialogue mean? Why did they take that shot? Why did he share that particular story? And I think that's a great sign for any movie because it leaves you with a lot of thoughts to think about. So yeah, that was my review of The White Tiger. If you enjoyed watching this review, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you next time. Bye!